Hi everyone, welcome back to the craft room. I'm going to show you a little technique today. Oh, no, it's not a technique, it's just something to help you with scene cards. If you, if you're doing a scene card and you're doing masking and you don't know where to put what to stamp first or what to mask or whatever. Let me just put this sun blocker up. There we go. Did that make any difference? Probably not. So, scrap paper, the stamp that I'm going to be doing the scene with, which is Woolly Hugs by Creative Expressions. And, yeah, just a scrap of paper is going to help us with our positioning and layout. The first thing I'm going to do is stamp the scene, and I'm not going to care about stamping over the top of anything because this is just our guide. So a couple of chairs, so that chair and that chair. We'll have a couple of sheep, that one and that one. And what else do we have? A drink and a cup of tea. And possibly the bottle as well, and maybe a rug, and maybe a side table to put the drink on. Right, let's start off with that little lot. So we're going to have our little scene is going to be in the middle. So those two chairs. No, do those two first. So stamp those two. And then we'll have this chair that's going to be just in front of that table. Right. Have a look, drink down there. Possibly. Don't know about that one, but we'll see. Right, we're going to have her sat in there, knitting, him in there. Okay. And what was left? Oh, cup of tea. Tea there. And his glass. Do we want him holding a glass? Is that going to work? Might do. We might have to just draw his little hand on again. Might have to rethink that glass, but everything else is good, I think. I think we might have a rug. So there's our little scene. And let me get a panel to stamp onto. So there's our panel, same size as this. So now we just work out what's going to be in the front, and our two front ones are going to be these. So whatever is in the front gets stamped first, but in fact the glass is in front, isn't it? But I'm not sure I like how he's holding that. We might just put that behind the cup. So, okay, so front is going to be him. So just line him up where you stamped him. And her, line her up. What else is going to be in front? That bottle is going to be in front of the chair. So we can put that on there. And the cup is going to be in front also. So there's our front elements, which we are going to stamp first. So take that off of there. We can leave that on, or we can take it off. I think we'll take it off. Pop our card in. And we'll stamp the first elements. Just do those again. Okay, take that out, put this back in again, and we just need to do some masks. So we need to do, so there's our first ones. Let's cut these out. So masks have been cut for those. I'll stick them on the panel in a second. So the next bit that's going to be in the front. So we've got these pieces. So the chair is going to be in front of the rug. So that chair is going to be done next. So let's line that up. And this chair. And then that's behind the chairs. That's behind the chairs. So we'll pick those two chairs up. Get our panel back in. And we're going to mask these off. This little drink, I think, is going to be behind the cup. So we'll put it there. And hope that's a good place. Okay, I didn't worry too much about the legs because they're solid. So they don't need to be done. but her feet do. What did I do with her feet? Nothing's going to get her feet this time, but we'll have to do a little mask for her feet. So let's so that's that, and let's do a couple of masks for those. Okay, so little feet for her. Yes. So there's our pieces on there. If there's anything that you really don't need to cut around, just don't do it. If you can work out which bits that is. And then our last bits are this first. So let's just get that stamped and masked. Our last piece is the rug, which is going to go just there. Right, so let me just tidy all this up and then we'll do the big reveal and see how well we've done. Okay, so let's do our reveal then and see what this looks like. So not too bad. There's a couple of inky marks on it, but that's not unusual. So a couple of bits that I would sort out is that, so that it looks like it's coming through the cup handle. I'll probably put a little bit on the bottom of that glass so it looks like it's sat on the table and not floating. And that. I think I am pretty happy with the rest of that. So if there's anything else I come across, I'll do it at the time. So let's start off with some grey for these little sheepies. Cool grey 5, 2 and 0. And they're going to be mainly white, so we'll just do a bit of shadow in places. I think their faces need to be dark as well, don't they? Just not too dark. So let's... Okay, I'm going to do 2 brown chairs, I think. So we've got BR 1, 2 and 3 and E 130, 80 and 60. So let's do this one in these colours. What's supposed to be blue? This is a little blanket, this little blanket. Marine blue and royal blue, PB 11 and 6. Because I've done a bit of brown on there, so I have to go dark just to cover that up. I'll do the cup grey, I think, or white. A little bit of tea in there. There we go. I think we'll do the little table this colour as well. So we've got R8 Geranium, R1 Coral Pink and R180 Bright Red. And this is going to be for a scarf. So we do green knitting, vivid green G2, glass green G8 and leaf green G440. And the green label on this bottle. And a blue-grey bottle, glass, and this colour drink, I don't know what it is. It's that colour. And we're just going to do the matte. I think we want to keep it neutral, so we'll go with a grey rug. And we're going to do a little bit of rounding on here. Let's do some white in their eyes. I will put a black dot back in. Some white on here. I think. So I thought we're gonna, because we're doing it flat, we'll keep it flat. So just a one layer card. So I'm stamping a sentiment. I think it might make quite a nice anniversary card. So that's a quite a nice sentiment. This one I think is a bit too small, but I haven't got many anniversary ones, I don't think. These were the first two I came across. So this is a Creative Craft Products Ultimate Sentiments Love and Marriage Stamps. My. let's go for this one then. So let's get this stuck down. So there's today's card, anniversary card, one layer, using a template to get things in the right place and in the right order. So whatever is in front, you stamp first, then mask, and then work your way backwards. But doing it on a scrap with a template does make it all easier to line up when you come to do your bits and pieces. So hope that was helpful to some of you. Others will already know that, which is fine. But if you didn't and it helps, then that's good. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Okay, bye.